Yo, it's Centimeter, aka Cameron here, and welcome to a new video. In this video I am going to be going over all the builds that I have built on the IDMC server. Well, all the builds that I know the locations of, because a lot of them I have lost the locations, so I have no idea where they are. Okay, this is the first location I'm building. I haven't finished yet, so I'm actually building it right now, so I'm just gonna just empty my inventory and go over everything I know the location of where I have built, starting with my older builds, so /home old. This is one of my oldest builds in the server. I built it like 2 years ago. I don't know if I've made any videos like in the past on this, but it's been griefed quite heavily, so yeah, it used to be ice here, and down here there used to be a cow spawner here, and this used to be like a quartz lab. It's all gone. Don't know what's happened to it, but I'm too lazy to get mods on to fix it. One sec. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, we've got that Tower of Sauron. Don't know why it's still there. That used to be a chicken spawner. It's all gone. Everything's gone. It's all been griefed like hell. Okay, but now onto a build that I have made videos on. This is also an older build that I've built, but I've made videos on it. But yeah, it's been griefed heavily, as you can see as well. All my older builds have been griefed, and it's also abandoned, kind of. The only thing I use this for is storage, which over here, it's under here. I just use this for like extra storage of blocks that I used to build or whatever. So oopsie, didn't mean that. So yeah, it's just a massive storage area pretty much. I don't actually use this for like a warp or anything. Okay, so we've been over base, we've been over road. Let's go to home Japan. This is a warp that started kind of in the summertime. I don't know, I started it at early May. It's Warp Kazime. It's a pretty big warp that I've been working on just the past year or so. Well, since summer. But yeah, I've got a sore throat, so yeah, that sounds weird. But yeah, we have a billboard, a petition board anyway, that we're petitioning against the price of quartz, because quartz is expensive on the server. It costs 5.6k for one stack of quartz blocks. But down here we have a secret door, and this is Moz Cantina from Star Wars, except not, because it's in Minecraft. I don't know. Oh, we hit 20,000 claim blocks. I need to claim builds. I don't claim my builds, but over here we have a statue. But yeah, this is a Japanese or Asian themed build that, or warp, not build, Asian style builds in the warp. Oh god. I need to script my videos, because unscripted videos are painful to listen to. But yeah, here we have an overpowered cow farm. Like, it's such a good cow farm. And this used to be a good IG farm, but we abandoned it. Me and Scar the King, or Ryan, we abandoned it and we moved it over to a warp that I'm going to show you in a bit. But here's my towers, or my skyscrapers. This one's based off the new World Trade Center. This is a kind of hotel type building. It's just a modern style building. I got lazy while building that, so I just kind of left it like that. This is also unfinished, and I believe it's been griefed. I don't quite know. Yes, it has. Okay, I'll get a mod on later and fix that. And then over here, I was building this massive area, going to turn this into a warp, going to make it like a factory style warp, but I kind of gave in. That's really all for Warp Kazime. Let's go and check out my other places. Home Palace. This is a freestyle build, this, so I couldn't take away blocks, I could only place blocks. But I think it came out quite good. Also, it's Star Wars themed. So we have a Republic cruiser, and I forget the name of the ships. They're the weird looking ships. And we have an... oh fuck, I forget all the names of the Star Wars ships. Oh, it's also been griefed. There needs to be a phone here. Okay, I need to get some mods on to fix that. Anyway, has down here been griefed? I don't think it has. Okay. So I need to fix that and get mods on and fix that and fix the diamond blocks. But yeah, I don't claim my blocks. I have my builds. I have a problem with not claiming builds, so they get griefed quite a bit. So now, Home Gold Haven. This is another abandoned build that I've made. A lot of my builds are abandoned, or I just stopped building them. But it was going to be a rip-off of another warp on the server called Iron Haven. This is going to be Warp Gold Haven. And it's a decent size. It's not big, it's not small. But I haven't built anything except from a medieval lighthouse and a crane and a ship. But yeah, on to our next build. I'm storming through these. Jurassic World 2. Actually, I'll show you Jurassic World 1 before I show you Jurassic World 2. So, this is Jurassic World 1. Me and Scar the King, or Ryan, we worked in this like all through summer. And then we abandoned it because it was very inaccurate to the movie, or the movies now, and it was very inaccurate to the lore, and it didn't really look like Jurassic World. So we decided to rebuild it, but we actually did build quite a bit, even if it was very, inaccurate. But yeah, this was going to be the Raptor area. We gave up on that. So yeah, this is one of the bigger build projects that I've worked on the server. This actually took us a while, and it cost a fortune to build this. It cost like over 1 mil. Well, obviously, but it cost like millions just to build this. And this was the dome area for the pterodons, but it isn't really a dome, it's more of a square. Well. I mean, all that glass cost a fortune. I placed pretty much all the glass. So yeah, just gonna show you everything we built. This has also been griefed because we unclaimed a lot of it. And I can show you the improvement. Like, what we've built so far is like half the size of this, and we haven't even built that much. But yeah, these also cost quite a bit because quartz is expensive as hell on the server. Okay, but now I'm going to show you our new Jurassic World. A lot of the custom trees were done by me, like all the palm trees. See, the center area is massive. Oh, I also have to show you the underground tunnels, because we have redstone hooked up everywhere and underground tunnels hooked up everywhere. But as you can tell, this is already massive compared to the other one, and it's way more accurate. Like over here, we have the bleachers, is that what they're called? Yeah, they're way more accurate, way bigger, and way more expensive. So yeah, we kind of stopped working in this, but we sometimes build every now and then. Here's one of the hotels. They're also a fortune because we decided to make them out of quartz again because we hit our balance. And over here, custom trees, and another one. It's way bigger than the other one, the other hotel that we built at the old Jurassic World. So here's the Paki Arena. It's way bigger than the other one, way more accurate to the movie, but it's also unfinished because I can't be bothered finishing it. Yeah, a lot of work went into this, a lot of terraforming went into this, more importantly. Over here we have the little control area, and we were going to build a mountain, but we really can't be bothered building a mountain. It's massive compared to the other mountain we built. So yeah, this is what I do in my spare time. It's quite, I wouldn't say it's fun, it just passes the time, I guess. And over here we have the river that goes everywhere. Yeah. Also custom trees by me. So yeah, a lot of more iron went into this as well. So now I'm going to show you the underground tunnels of the entire Jurassic World 2 area. So over here we have a little water elevator Also have /fly if you're wondering how I'm flying. But here we have the goat that they feed to the T-Rex. So this took us quite a bit to. It took us like 2 hours to work out on the creative side of the server. So, but we finally figured this out. So what we do is we flick this lever, then we flick this one. The goat gets shot up. The door shuts. The goat lands here. Then we're either going to kill it off with splash potions or just drop it back down. But it doesn't despawn because it's named goat. So yeah, it's very basic redstone in this. So he's been there for months. So that's the first bit of redstone in these underground tunnels. Over here we have got some breeding tanks for, I don't know, ancient fish, I guess, I don't know. It's very dim lighting. It's smart house we worked out the lighting. And down here we have an area to get into the Mosasaurus tank for whatever reason. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but we're going to build a Mosasaurus when 1.13 finally comes out for the server, and then we're going to fill it in with water, which won't be fun. It took us ages to fill in the old Jurassic World Mosasaurus tank, so it's going to take us even longer with this one. But then you come back around here and you go down here, and this takes you to underneath the river where another smart bit of redstone comes in. Actually, I'll show you down here first. There's nothing really down here, just underneath the tank, and no, not the tank, underneath the swimming pool next to one of the hotels. So there's literally nothing down here. It's just a tunnel and in this. But this is directly underneath the swimming pool. If I go like this, boom, we're underneath the swimming pool. Okay. So coming back around down here, I didn't actually realise how long these tunnels were until flying around them. Over here to the right. This has been griefed quite a bit because we didn't claim it, but pretty much we are so sad. So when 1.13 comes out, fish will be flung up here. These doors should be shut, and then we open them. This all opens up. This will be underwater because it's a lake. Then the fish come up here. Then we kill them with splash potions. So yeah, that's how it works. And we also have a massive breeding tank here. Okay, so that's pretty much all for Jurassic World. So what's after Jurassic World? It's Home Edge. This is just a little bit that me and another player built on the server to dedicate to the edge of the world, because this is the edge of the world. The edge of the world, or the barrier of the world, is in a circular shape instead of a cube. I don't know why it's or a square. Don't know why it's not in a square, but yeah. So we made some turtle shells. I made a Mario Koopa Trooper shell for whatever reason. But over here we have a little gate that I built this massive gate, yeah. And over here we have a dark nether castle temple thing that I was working on. I gave up halfway through, or I'll probably come back to this when I've finished pretty much every project that I'm working on so far. And that dirt tower is just to prove, just to show where build height is. Because I have a tendency to make builds too big for the build height. Okay, after Home Edge it's Home N. Oh, actually we'll do Warp Novami, because the N stands for Novami, which is the biggest warp on the server. I'm also I'm in the top 4 donors. So yeah. I'm going to show you all of my builds at Novami. I'm not going to show you the full of Novami because I don't own it, I just build at it. And because it's massive and it'll make this video like double the length. But here's the tallest build in Novami that is built by me. It's a modern size tower or skyscraper. And I didn't want to make it too big because I have a tendency of making builds too big. So it's a decent size, and it's also got a globe on top because why not? But over here, so that's kind of in the centre of Novami, maybe off to the side. But way over here at the east side of Novami, I've built quite a lot of things. If I can reach it. Novami is the biggest warp on the entire server, but over here, this is another build by me. It's based off an Italian style build. So yeah, there's not much to it. Well, there's actually a lot to it. unscripted videos aren't fun. But yeah, there's a pathway here, there's a door here, garage and all that. But in here we have a car waiting, yeah. Also have stairs in the middle of it, and I'm gonna, when 1.13 comes out for the server, I'm gonna make that, because you can put flower pots on fences and they hook up, cactus hooks up with fences perfectly. But yeah, we're gonna have an open bedroom up here, so yeah. I'll come back to this build when 1.13 gets released. But that's really all for this build. Over here we have a fantasy style bird feeder, birdhouse type thing. It's massive. I'm pretty proud of this, but Zed, the owner of Navami, said that he wants Navami to be more realistic, and this isn't very realistic, but he said he'll let me keep it, because this is off to the side of Navami, so it's the very east side of Navami. There's no interior, because I don't do interiors, I've come to realise. We also have a swimming pool very similar to the Jurassic World swimming pool that I made back at Warp Jurassic World the 2nd, and some custom palm trees, because I've really got in the mood to build palm trees. But yeah, here we have a English style farmhouse, or just like a manor type thing. It's based off of the house that's featured in the horror movie The Boy, which has got Lauren Cohan, I think her name is, you know, Maggie from The Walking Dead. She's a star in it. It's a really good movie, but this is a house from that world, based off of it. Yeah, I actually sold it to someone last night for 100k, so yeah. Oh, Brandon's on. And this is where the road ends. I was going to continue the road along, but because this is off to the side of Navami, no one really cares. Also, Zed, the owner of Navami, told me that he didn't want anything else built here, but I was in the mood to build stuff and add spare blocks, so I built this Aztec style thing, and I built a couple of statues just round about. Over here we have a destroyed statue, over here we have a statue with a staff, and over here we have a statue with a shield and, I don't know, a sword, I guess, I don't know. But that's it for all the builds I've built at the east side of Navami. Now we're going over to the, I don't know what it's called. It's not the east side, I guess it's the south side of Navami, maybe the north side. Yeah, this is the north side of Navami, I think. So over here I'm going to show you the builds that I've built, because I built the tallest building in Navami and the biggest. This is the biggest building in Navami. It is based off of Egyptian, Middle Eastern and Israelite, is that what it's called? But yeah, it's based off of Egyptian, Middle Eastern style builds, and it's also a temple. So we have an Egyptian pharaoh with a staff, and over here we have a sphinx, but it's buried underground, because Zed wanted me to mine out that entire area over there, but keep this area. So yeah, that's the biggest build in Navami, and over there is the tallest build that I've built. But here we have a 1800 style mansion or manor, also built by me. I didn't build the garden, Zed built the garden, but I built the actual build. And here we have the house from American Horror Story, My Roanoke Experience. I did build kind of an interior based off of it, like the spiral staircase in the middle of the house. But I haven't done much of an interior, because again, interiors aren't really my thing. I wish I was good at building interiors, but I'm not that good. And here we have the Hotel Cortez, or the, okay, oh, I forget what it's called. But it's a Hotel Cortez from American Horror Story. It's based off a real hotel, which is haunted, apparently. And the famous video of the girl freaking out in the elevator and later being found in the water tank on the roof, that's from that hotel. God, I talk a lot. I did build kind of an interior here, not much, just like a reception and elevator style area. Then up here we have 2 rooms, again the elevator. Yeah, I haven't done much of an interior. I was going to build an interior, but interiors are so boring. And we also have a parking lot here with shulkers, again with building materials, because I build a lot. But yeah, that's it for the north side and the east side of Navami. Now to Warp. Oh wait, I forget the name of it, but this is the west side of Navami, which me and Zed are turning into an industrial style area. So here we have a warehouse built by me with 2 trucks or lorries, one with a back and one without. We also have some, you know, crates and lorries and shit over here. And that's pretty much all we've built. We also mined out this area, because we're going to turn this into a massive industrial factory style area. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've built in the valley. Actually, I do believe I have a yacht. I believe I built a yacht at Navami. No idea where it is. I can find it though. That sentence made no sense. Oh god. It's over here somewhere. I'll find it. Oh yeah, there it is. But yeah, this is the first boat I've ever built in Minecraft, and I'd say it went off pretty well. It's based off a yacht. We've also got some not speedboats. Oh, I forget what they're called, but they're the things that people sell. I don't know, I've been on them before, I forget what they're called. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I've built in Navami. So what's after Navami? Oh, it's back to Home D. So yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff I have home set at. Actually, now we're going to go over my warps, starting with one of the oldest warps that I've owned. Warp CameronMcC. This is an abandoned warp, by the way. Again, with the Aztec things, I don't know why. This is like over 2 years old. So yeah, I've only built this house in the wall, but this house has been griefed a lot. You know, there was a basement down here. So yeah, that's all for Warp CameronMcC. Now to Warp CM City, which is, I used to make videos on this quite a bit. I decided to blow it up and unclaim everything and let players grief it, so it's been griefed heavily since the last time people seen it. But Fluffy Ducky, or Ducky Days, the other MVP that's on, he helped me with this warp quite a bit, but it's been griefed quite a bit. So yeah, I let players grief it because I could. Again, with the 1800 style build, that's a build by Green, and I decided to tamper with it a bit. So that's all for CameronMcC. Now to Warp, or CameronMcC, CM City. Now warp over to Warp CM Spawners. I unclaimed this as well. It's been griefed quite a bit. But yeah, there used to be armor stands with armor. So that used to be an IG spawner. That used to be a cow spawner. And also there was a dragon warp, dragon egg shop there. And I had a shop area up here. It's all gone. A lot of my old builds have been griefed a lot. We also had a railway system down here, which led to another build. I don't quite know what this is, but I built it because I could. So also there's an Eye of Sauron, because every tall thing has to have an Eye of Sauron on it. So what other warps have we got? Oh, Warp Iron Capital. This used to be owned by me, and it used to be called Warp CM City, but for some reason the people I sold it to decided to change the name of it. But yeah, I built this home, I built this and this, I built all the paths, and I built that down there. That's all I built. The player that I sold it to actually has built quite a bit, but yeah, I sold this cottage to Trond. He's an old player. He's been on the server longer than me, which not a lot of players that still play are. I think the only player on right now that's been on the server longer than me is the mod Brandon, aka Pretty Worm, or Ducky Days. So yeah, that's all for my warps actually. Trying to think of any other warps that I've built at. Obviously I've built at a ton of warps. Actually, I'm going to show you something owned by Ducky Days. This is Warp Palace. It's a pretty big build, I guess. But I actually got a room in this for free because he was giving out rooms to friends and stuff. So I got a room for free over here. which is full of pixel art. Yeah. So we have a pterodon, which me and Scar worked on for Warp Jurassic World. Yeah, we've got a little cupboard area here. We've got this. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've built on the server that I know the location of. I've built hundreds more builds, but I've either lost the warp, forgotten the warp name, or forgotten what the name, or abandoned the home, or abandoned the build. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. I'm gonna probably be doing more videos on the IDMC server because they're giving out new YouTube ranks, and if you make videos on the server. So yeah, I'm trying to cop myself one of those YouTube ranks. But anyway, I've been sent to be JK Cameron, or Kamikaze. I changed my channel name, I've rebranded my channel, and now I forget what my channel name is. So yeah, I've been Kamikaze, JK Cameron. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And goodbye. God, it's always awkward when you say you're ending the video and you never do. Okay, thanks for watching.